Welcome back to the Banganator podcast, episode 28, brought to you by your host, Esley Banga, talking mainly Cowboys schedule. The Dallas Cowboys schedule for 2023 was released 2 weeks ago, and I'm going over that. I'm going in detail what games I think that we're going to win and our final record at the end of the year, at the end of the season. I'm also talking about a little bit about the Lakers' ultimate demise to the Denver Nuggets, and I'm also talking Dallas Stars. Thank y'all for tuning in. Let's get to that Cowboys schedule. Obviously, the 2023 Dallas Cowboys schedule has already been released 2 weeks ago, but I'm just now reacting to it. So, week 1, at New York Giants. I got that as a win. It's no surprise that we've beaten the New York Giants. I don't know how many straight times in the past few seasons, and I think that we're going to beat them again. Week 2, at home, New York Jets. I think that we're going to lose only because, not because they're the New York Jets, but because of Aaron Rodgers. And everybody knows how Aaron Rodgers has had our number ever since he's been in Green Bay. He owns us. I'm not going to lie. We have 2 owners, Jerry Jones and Aaron Rodgers. So that's a loss. Week 3, at the Arizona Cardinals. I think that's going to be a dub for us. We basically the main core of the Arizona Cardinals has been dismantled. Kyler Murray's still there, obviously. Head coach got fired. J.J. Watt retired. They just released DeAndre Hopkins. So that's going to be a dub for us. And Kyler Murray hasn't been looking hot the past year and a half. At home, the New England Patriots. I think that's going to be another win. Mac Jones, he's not going to be strong enough. And their defense isn't strong enough. Bill Belichick has gone downhill, and the New England Patriots as a whole, ever since Tom Brady left. So I think that's going to be a win. At San Francisco, I think that's going to be a loss for us. I don't think that, even though it's regular season, I don't think we have what it takes to beat them. And our last 2 showcases against them, I think it proves why. Their defense outmatches the Cowboys offense, especially Dak Prescott with those interceptions. Week 6 at the Los Angeles Chargers. I don't think Justin Herbert and the Chargers have what it takes to beat us yet. So I have that as a win for us. Week 7, it's a bye. So by week 7, I have the Cowboys at 4-2. Week 8 at home, Los Angeles Rams. I have that as a win for us. I think that they're not the team that they were 2 or 4 years ago whenever they were making Super Bowl appearances. At Philadelphia Eagles, week 9. That's a loss. The Eagles just went to the Super Bowl. So I don't think, and even though we beat them Christmas Eve, Jalen Hurts was out. I went to that game, and we barely won. So I think that they're going to beat us in that game. Week 10, at home against the New York Giants. We're going to sweep them throughout the season, and that's going to be a dub. Week 11, at Carolina Panthers. That's going to be a dub. I don't think, if Bryce Young starts, I still don't think that he has what it takes to beat us. And they pretty much have started over as a team. Week 12, at home, Washington Commanders. That's a dub. Need I say more? Week 13, Seattle Seahawks. I got us losing that one. The Seattle Seahawks with Geno Smith, DK Metcalf, they found a way to get revamped success with Geno Smith at the helm. So I think that we're going to barely lose that one. They're a playoff contender. I think that's one of those that the Cowboys are just going to drop. Week 14, at home against the Philadelphia Eagles. I have us winning that one only because we're at home. I think that's going to be a close game, but we're going to end up pulling out with the win. Week 15 at the Buffalo Bills. I have that as a loss. Even though I do think we can beat them, I think that the Buffalo Bills have enough home field advantage. It's going to be most likely, week 15 is most likely going to be in December. So that is probably going to be snowy, really cold. We know how good Josh Allen is. We know how good Stephon Diggs is. It's going to be cool to see the matchup, Stephon Diggs versus Trayvon Diggs, his brother. I hope that that's a matchup throughout the whole entire game. That's going to be fun. Week 16 at the Miami Dolphins. I have us losing that one. Pretty close game, but I just think the offensive weapons are going to be too much for the Cowboys. Jalen Waddle, Tyreek Hill, whoever the quarterback is, it should be Tua Tagovailoa. Hopefully he can stay healthy. But I think it's going to be too much. They also got good running backs. Devon Achane, one of my wife's favorite running backs because he went to Texas A&M. He will most likely be playing. So it's a really good offense. I don't think our defense can withstand it, even though we should have a good defense. Week 17, Detroit Lions. Even though the Detroit Lions, they're coming up, I still have it as a win for us. Week 18, last week of the season, at Washington Commanders. I have that as a dub and sweeping the Washington Commanders for the season. And it always seems like they do the NFC East like that. There's always some type of NFC East division rival to go up against the last two or last week of the season. Overall, I got the Cowboys finishing 11-6, finishing in second place in the NFC East behind the Philadelphia Eagles. I think that the Philadelphia Eagles, they're going to repeat as division champs, and we're going to go into the playoffs as a wild card. The Dallas Stars. I don't even, my emotions are all up and down when it comes to the Dallas Stars. They lost game 1, game 2, and game 3. At least game 1 and 2 was close. At least they were close. They lost both of them in overtime, which is why, let's get to game 3 first. They lost 4-0. A blowout. I was like, at least defend your home. Defend home ice. And they didn't do that. So, and it was so bad that fans at the AAC were throwing beer on the ice. They were throwing food. Hella disrespectful. Fans are going to be fed up, which is understandable. So, come game 4, I'm expecting them to lose. Jason Robertson, he showed out, and he's been showing up this series, but he especially showed out in game 4. 2 goals. And I think 10 or 11 shots on goal. So Jason Robertson, you could tell he wanted it bad. And then Joe Pavelski with the game-winning goal in overtime. When it went to overtime, I was nervous. I'm like, okay, yeah, we're going to lose. It's going to be like game 1 and 2. We're going to lose. But then Joe Pavelski scored the game-winning goal. He tipped the puck in. Obviously, y'all see my excitement. So it was exciting to watch that game. I was with my one of my best friends, Andrew. We went to Texas Live in Arlington. What an environment. I love Texas Live. You get the game feel without being in an actual game. I do expect us to lose in game 5, but hey, you never know what can happen. At least we're living to play another game. I just wanted one win, and thankfully it was at home. So let's go Dallas Stars, game 5. Let's get it. The Lakers. The Nuggets ended up sweeping LeBron James and the Lakers 4-0. They couldn't even win one game. I thought this was their best shot, and they couldn't do it. Now, it's not LeBron James' fault. In game 4, LeBron James put it all on the line. One of his best performances. 40 points, 10 rebounds, 9 assists. So he did everything that he could. Now, that last play calling, that was iffy, but I'm all right with it. You know, you're the best player. Drive it down. I knew they were going to get double teamed, but I knew he was going to get double teamed. But give credit to Jamal Murray. You give credit to the Nuggets. They play well. So they were just a better team. Flat out better team. So y'all know that LeBron James is, pretty much my favorite player in the league. And it was sad to see him go out like that, but it wasn't his fault. The supporting cast just wasn't good enough. Even though D-Lo was good throughout the playoffs, he disappeared the last 2 games of this series. He didn't have that ice in his veins. So I don't know where they go from here. I don't know what pieces they add, what pieces they let go. I think that this was his best shot of winning a championship. After this year, I don't think he has that good of a shot anymore. Good luck, LeBron James, in the future. He's going to be another year older, 39, I think. We'll see. Thank y'all for tuning in to this episode of the Banganator podcast. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And please don't forget to follow me on the Banganator podcast Instagram. And y'all, please pray for me for this sports career fair that's happening Tuesday, May 30th. So that's right around the corner. I'm going to go, and there's going to be representatives from the Dallas Mavericks, the Dallas Wings, Texas Rangers. I'm hoping to get some type of internship or job. So y'all keep me in y'all's mind, thoughts, prayers, whatever. And as always, how about them Cowboys?
The Banganator podcast is brought to you by Esley Banga, diehard fan of the Dallas Cowboys since 1997. How about them Cowboys?